Hey, Mike, I can't hear you.
What?
Oh, now I hear you. All right. Famous last words. We're gonna probably make this a short show because we're recording late on a Tuesday, but we'll see what happens.
Yes.
Wait,
we
am
will.
I editing this or are you editing this?
You're editing because I'm only taking one laptop.
Oh, yeah. So it's definitely gonna be a short show. No. I said that last time too, and I think we hit like right over an hour or something. So
You sent me a text message. Do you remember that text message?
yeah,
Yeah,
and there was supposed to be a question mark on the end of that.
there was. Do you remember that text message? Question
Yeah,
mark?
I just saw it. No, there was supposed to be a question mark on the end of the text. I didn't remember because I just saw it when I text you to say I was in Zoom, and I was like, it was really meant to say, "Is it time for clinking beer mugs?" Because I just got an email that you submitted to app review.
Yeah. Nope. Clinking beer mugs come after we get notice that app review has completed.
Okay.
See, I submitted with the full intention of expecting that something's going to get declined. But at least if I have something declined, I have a goal to shoot for, was my whole reasoning for submitting to App Store. And so I went ahead and submitted, and then they ghosted me for like 2 days, and then
I
tried.
approved it.
Oh, they have.
Go ahead.
They have not approved it. But I tried to go do their app review, their expedited app review, which you can do, because I'm like, it'd be kind of cool to have this ready for convention now that I've submitted it. And Apple, how do they get away with this? With App Store Connect being such a pain in my... Anyways, it's not just a blindness thing, but they have a drop down that I used Ira today with RIM to get through that is labeled as an edit box, but you can not down arrow in the edit box to pick your app, and you can't type your app. And if you do down arrow or type your app, once you choose iOS in the standard combo box past that, it clears out the edit box, so you can't submit the form and doesn't speak the error message to you because send is still available, but clicking it does nothing. So, but Ira's like, oh yeah, that's a drop down. Hold on. And I'm like, can you click it and drop it down? She's like, yeah. She clicks it, drops it down. Less than 20 seconds later, I am able to submit the form, and, we moved on. But I have to remember, when it comes to developer stuff, their developer site is not the most intuitive for a sighted user as well, is I think what I've heard people say.
Yeah, there's been, it is a long standing fact that most developers do not like App Store Connect. In the past, I don't know if those tools still exist because I don't hear people talk about them as much, but in the past, there have been third-party solutions that hooked into the API, because I think there's an API to help developers pull out like their statistics so they could look at their sales and their numbers and the data a little easier. It's a long-standing issue, and it's not just an accessibility issue. Well, I guess in the general sense, it's an accessibility issue for everybody because, everybody has a hard time trying to access it or navigate it. So there's that aspect, but it's not a screen reader specific. Just it's horrible for screen reader users. It's horrible for everybody. Which at least we're on an level playing field.
Yes.
When it comes to that, I said the same thing about iOS 13 when it came out. You remember that? I was like, at least we're all having the same problems. It's not like Apple abandoned accessibility or something. It's like, no, everybody hates it because it sucked.
I am posting 1 to 3 times per day on Mastodon. I say social media, and for listeners who haven't figured it out yet, for me now, social media is Mastodon. Like that's it. That's it. There are others out there, and I endeavor to try to be somewhat social on them, but I'm using a tool called Start Posting, which is from Taylor and Michael at Techopolis, and it's actually a pretty decent experience. It works a lot like Buffer does, but it's built with and for people who are screen reader users. So I told him, I'm like, this is what I want. We talked about this last week. I'm like, this Time. This is what I want in a social media platform, and we're going to stress test it over the next couple of days because I've got like 30 posts in there. No, 18 posts in there. So if I'm being social and you're like, Michael, you're talking to me, but you just post on Mastodon, it's not that I'm not paying attention to you. It's I scheduled my posts. I might not be paying attention to you too. It really just depends, but
yeah, that happens.
Expect that I scheduled a post.
Yeah, unless you're posting about the thing we're talking about right now, then I'll be like, Mike's not listening at all. So we need to, wait a minute. So I'm not going to use the person's name, only because they didn't say we could tell people that they sent us the email. But we did get an email from a person about some barbecue spots in St. Louis. Yes. So we're going to
try one of them.
We're going to try at least one of them.
Yeah. Not sure which one yet, but we'll try one of them.
Yeah, we'll let you know what we end up trying out. Although this person did say that Kansas City is the best place for barbecue.
Yeah, but we knew that. Like,
can't take an Uber from St. Louis to Kansas City.
You could, but we don't have enough in tip jars.
I mean, yeah, we don't have enough in tip jars, and that's a long ass ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a pretty good ride. I mean, I'm not gonna say I knew that. I mean, if you ask me, I would say that you will find the best barbecue in the South somewhere. As opposed to like Kansas City. I mean, what the hell they know about beef? Well, maybe Kansas City might be up there. I actually hadn't been to Kansas City.
Never been to Missouri.
I've been to Missouri. I've never been to Kansas City. I've been to St. Louis, and I've been to Missouri's capital, which right at the moment I'm blanking on what it's called.
So you've been to St. Louis before?
Yeah, I've been to St. Louis before.
Okay, well then why didn't you know where the good food was?
Well, because it was like 25 years ago. So some places I've eaten there may not still be in existence. Yeah. Two, the places I ate at then, I was still eating pork back then. So like I didn't care what they served. I was like, I just want me some ribs and some coleslaw, man. Let's get to it. Give me the whole slab. Bring it on out here.
Apparently, the restaurants at the hotel aren't that bad, is what I have heard. So that's good. Decent price. And I say decent price based on recent travels. Someone got a double smash burger, fries, and Diet Coke for $21.
Yeah, that ain't terrible. Not especially when you factor in it's in the hotel.
Yeah, in the hotel itself. So I'm like, yeah, okay, this might not be as painful as I expected it to be, but we'll see. We are going to go to a decent meal. And if you happen to be in St. Louis and you're hearing this and it's published on time, which I expect it will be since Damashe is going to edit it, he'll want to get it edited before he leaves, then, which means he'll probably schedule it and tip jar subscribers will get it early, I'm guessing, like Friday probably. And you want to connect, reach out, use hashtag technically working, capital T, capital W. I am monitoring that hashtag, so it should show up in my start posting dashboard, which is actually kind of cool because I don't have to log into Mastodon and other things to monitor that, but we'll see. Well, let's connect. I've already heard from one or two people that are Bits members that look forward to connecting in St. Louis. So
awesome.
Hopefully we'll get them to be technically working listeners.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, listen, we got awesome listeners. I need to look at the schedule because I got to figure out, because I don't remember off the top of my head when exhibit hours are for
11 to something most of the days. 11 to 5, I think.
So like me, I suspect that you're not a soccer fan, so you probably haven't been closely following the World Cup.
No, not at all.
Okay. You were aware that we're hosting,
yes.
That we, Canada, and Mexico have been hosting the World Cup, right? Okay. Because I wasn't aware of it until kind of like when it got ready to start, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's a thing." What I've heard about, I haven't actually seen much of it myself, but what was funny is like there's a lot of people that have come over. I mean, a ton of people have come over from their countries to support their teams, which makes sense. It's great. Like it seems like this has actually been a good and well ran and supported situation here, considering how some things go. But what's been funny to hear about is people experiencing things in America that we just kind of look at every day. It's like, whatever. Like, they discovered Costco. And it's like, yeah, Costco. Do you know what Buc-ee's is?
Yes.
Have you been to one?
I have not, but I know what they are.
I have not been to one either, but I know what they are. So apparently there was a French guy who discovered Buc-ee's. And from what a person discussing the clip on a podcast was saying is like, you could tell that he really didn't want to like it, but he ended up liking it, but he really went in not wanting to like it. And he's like, the guy came out, he's like, I did not buy that. It was great, but I did not buy the hat. But I bought the hat in my heart. I was like, that is such a French thing to say. Like, I didn't buy the hat, but I bought the hat in my heart. Dude, just buy the freaking hat and take it home.
Oh, wow. Wow. What podcast are you listening to?
Politics.
Oh, so you did go listen to that one.
I did go listen to it.
Okay.
Not sure if I'm going to become a paid supporter as of yet, but I think the information that's being shared is pretty good. And it's nonpartisan. Like, it's not, leaning one way or the other. It's like, here's what we know, here's what experience teaches me or has taught me or gives me perspective into. But it's not you got to vote for this person. Like, it is completely, or, you don't even get the snide stuff you get from some people when they are trying to be, nonpartisan with their information, or like, well, Donald Trump did something stupid again. Like, you don't even get that sort of stuff. At least from the few episodes I've listened to. Now, granted, the first episode I chose was one that had Tom Merritt on it. He wasn't there the whole time, but he was a part of the conversation. That was good. And I was like, okay, well, let me listen to some episodes that don't have a person I recognize on them. But all in all, I think it's a decent show.
Okay. I'll have to go subscribe to this podcast app before I can add it.
Yeah, you should. Wait, you'll have to do what now?
Subscribe to Earshot before I can add it, because I have over 10 podcasts in it. I don't. Right now, I subscribe in the sandbox, but.
Yeah, but if I would say this, if you are, and not just for you, but people listening, if you are looking for a podcast that will kind of go over what's going on politically and kind of give you a political commentator's insight into it without it being too bent, give it a listen. You may like it, you may not. I've known about it for years, and I just listened to it because I'm like, I really need to figure out what's going on, and like what's happening. And I don't hate it. I'm not certain I'm going to pay for it as of yet.
Did it solve the problem you were looking to solve, though, or not exactly?
I think in a way, yes.
Okay.
Because there's reporting on what's going on, but a lot of his reporting too, I will say, is going to be mostly like he talks a lot about, and I could be the time that I dropped in also. But he's talking about like the races, who's in the primaries, how this thing is going, what's going on over here, why this is working for this group of people and not working for that group of people. But it's his insight into it that kind of makes sense. Like I have been saying a thing for a long time now. I've been saying this since Trump ran the first time. And not to be political at all about it, but to me it's just as a factual statement that I feel can be made, which is Trump, and thus since Trump's first term as president, Republicans in general seem to have a better grasp of how to use social media to reach an audience than do the Democrats.
Did you get your orders in?
Yep.
Good.
I got them in, and they should be there. I did not send a bunch of stuff.
But you'll have demo units for people to play with.
Yeah, we'll have demo for everything for people to touch. So we don't have it there. Like the things I felt like people may want to carry away the most is what I tried to ship. And even then, I didn't send a ton of that because I'm not sure how much help me and JJ are going to have. So like, I didn't send a bunch of the cane pouches and all of that stuff because it's like, we'll get back there and get them colors mixed up and we'll have problems. But we'll have demo for everybody to touch everything that we sell. And then if we don't have the product there, we can just ship it to you, and it'll be free shipping, even if it's under $99, because that's what we do.
Now, are these cane pouches, are they the ones where you slip a fanny pack strap through it and then you hang your cane off of it? You know what I'm talking about.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
We have the cane pouch and we have the cane pouch junior. The junior really is meant for younger people, I would say, or unless you happen to be, I would say, under 4'10".
Okay.
But the cane pouch is zipped. There's a zipper on it. Now, generally, you're going to be able to slide your cane in. At least my cane, I can just slide it into the thing, and it covers it all the way up. Now, you have several ways to carry this cane pouch, but your cane is completely enclosed by the fabric, the material that it's made out of. First, there's a carabiner on there. Pretty nice carabiner, too. So you can clip it onto a thing. It does have a belt loop. Like, it has a couple of different belt loop slides, so you could put it on your belt if you're that type of person, like run your belt through, but you gotta run your belt through it, right? Kind of like a knife carrier, like you have to run your belt through it. So you have that option, or you could, also use that to strap it to a backpack or something like that as well, if you got those types of straps on your bag. The other thing that I kind of like about this cane pouch is around the neck of it, where the opening is, where you slide your cane in at, they have like a strap that has a bunch of different snaps on it, right? So you can unsnap it and like either use it to keep your cane secure, or you could use that to also quickly, attach it to something. It's actually pretty nice. Honestly, I'm probably going to buy one. Me and Athea were talking about this at National, because he was like, we had been selling them, like I had just seen them. So I was like, oh, this just ain't what I thought it was going to be. It's actually pretty nice. And he comes up to me one day, he's like, man, that cane pouch? He's like, I think I'm going to get me one of those. They're pretty dope. I was like, yeah, man, they actually kind of are. Like, I'm not really a cane pouch carrier type of person, but I'm like, man, that actually looks pretty nice. I think I might have to grab me one just in case I need it at some point.
I think my biggest thing is I lose my cane. I'm horrible about that. Just saying.
See, that might be a reason for you to get it, because generally you're mostly like me, where when you're in situations where you have your cane and you're going to lose it, you also have your backpack. Attach this to your backpack, and then when you're not using your cane, just stick it in the backpack. Put your
cane right in there. Yeah.
And then there's probably an air tag in your backpack, so if you lose that, you can find it.
Ooh, good call, Damashe. Anything else that you're excited about showing people at? I almost said CES at ACB.
I think it'll be fun for people who haven't seen it to get hands-on time with the with the dot pad. We'll have those there.
Yeah.
For people interested in audio gear, like we will have the P4 next, we'll have the H5 Studio. We'll have an H1 for you to look at. I'm probably going to bring my H6 Studio just in case things get really stupid and we end up with like a whole room full of people. So I'll probably put that out on the table. I'm excited for people to see that, because most people are like me and you, where we agonize over audio purchases sometimes because we're not sure what the thing looks like, or if it does what we think it's going to do, or etc. So that is there. I'm excited for the I would say anybody that likes keyboards, but especially low vision people, because that large print keyboard, like it's a nice keyboard just in general. Like I actually like my version of that I have, which is a Mac keyboard. Now it is a full size keyboard with a number pad. It's meant to be a desktop keyboard. You're not going to want to travel with this unless you just want to travel with this, because that's how you roll. I don't roll that way, but you can do that if you want to. But it's a really nice keyboard. The Shokz OpenFit 2 Plus.
That's a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember Open Move, Open Fit. Open Run.
Yep. Yeah, Open Fit had just come in right before you left, I think. Yeah, but now we got the OpenFit 2 Plus. Those I actually like, and I'm probably going to end up buying a set of those at some point.
Why do you like them? So,
number one, they actually have a button on them instead of that crazy touch dilly thing that you have to use. That
little dot that you can touch?
Yeah, that's supposed to let you do all that. Yeah, so we got that. They got an actual button on each bud. They actually sound pretty good. And I haven't tested them out in a loud environment yet, but just moving around with them, like they sound good and I can still hear what's going on around me. They're comfortable. They're not heavy. And,
do they hang on your ear like the OpenFits did?
Yep. They're just like the Open. So they look very much like the OpenFit. You've seen the OpenFit, so they look pretty much like that, except on that part, like the part that kind of goes over it is gonna hang over your ear, kind of fire sound into your ear. If you go to that top edge right there where it's coming out of your ear, there's a button there on each one. And that is your play, pause, answer phone call, skip, button.
Okay. Your multifunction button.
Yeah, that is your multifunction button. Your touchpads, I think, can still control your volume. Speaking of Air, I don't know if they're still on sale. They were on sale. Like the new ones were on sale.
Oh. I forgot that they released new ones. The only thing different in those were they were louder, right?
I think they're louder. I think the UWB chip in them is supposed to be a little better. So like you can, although, see, you know what? Here's the thing. So people complain to Apple, or they complain, or they kvetch about new things that come out from Apple. It's like, oh, is it going to be accessible? How are we going to use the Vision Pro? I don't know if the watch is going to be accessible. How am I going to use these AirPods? All of this crap, right? Like, and then it comes out and it's like, yep, Apple thought of all these things, right? Here's what Apple did not think of. When I'm trying to use Find My to locate a thing, other than it playing a sound that sometimes sounds like it's coming from the other direction, like the whole go this way stuff seems a little hinky with voiceover.
I've gotten it to work pretty well. Just, I would say for the most part, when I get close enough though, see the problem is like we have a 2-story house. So I will sometimes, depending on what else I'm doing at that point, I'll be looking for my Meta Ray-Bans and it'll say like 10 feet, 9 feet, 8 feet, 7 feet, 8 feet, 9 feet, 10. I'm like, what are you talking? What?
They're over your head.
Yeah. Yep. And then I realize what it's doing. I'm like, they're upstairs. Okay.
But see, maybe I hadn't, and I should maybe try again, or because I that's what I don't get is like, oh, I'm looking for this object. Also, rarely am I actually really looking for a thing. So maybe my fake testing of looking for something is not the best way to do it.
Probably
I need
not.
to actually be looking for something, but it's like I don't get to like, oh, you're 10 feet away, 9 feet, 8 feet. It's like, oh, I'm going in the right direction. I'll find it. That doesn't. But I'll try it. Matter of fact, I will leave my AirPods case somewhere and then try to find it,
like in your room or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I tell listeners that I'm down to one AirPod Pro?
No. You didn't tell me you was down to one AirPod Pro.
Okay. I lost one of my AirPod Pros somewhere. Not quite sure where. I'm going to look in a couple of places that I think it might be. And like, I've known that it's been gone, but it's the one that I don't normally use because I usually only use one. And Mallory's like, you could just buy new AirPod Pros. I'm like, I don't want to buy new ones because this case is engraved and I just got these ones. And then I'm like, well, I could buy like a new AirPod.
You could buy an AirPod. Yeah. But, you can buy one single AirPod.
Yeah, but September they might come out with new AirPods. So, and I have an idea of where it is. It's like
not.
It like fell behind the washer or something. One of those places where it's in the house somewhere. I remember it falling out of the case. I couldn't find it then, and I said, "Oh, I'll go find it later."
Why don't you just make it play a sound then?
So that's where I have issues with Find My. Is it would say connecting to AirPod will play a sound once connected, but it never played.
I've had that same thing happen too.
And then now I don't even see it in Find My because it died.
Okay, so here's the thing, and I want to warn people of this. If you ever have that happen, especially with earbuds like AirPods or Beats or anything like that, and then locate them, do not immediately stick it in your ear, because as soon as you get in your hand, it's going to go, oh, I found it. Let me play the sound.
Yep. Put that thing in the case.
Yes. Ask me how I found this out.
I love how they give you a warning to say, make sure these aren't in someone's ears. I'm like, it's not in my ear yet. That's why I'm looking for it. Look, I know when my AirPods
and look, if it is in somebody's ears at this point and I'm looking for it, they are not supposed to be in their ears. So they get what they get.
Yeah.
Don't stick random AirPods in your ears. Like that's a bad move. That is gross. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
I gotta buy some more ear tips. I don't feel like these tip, and I cannot find my box that mine came in. So and I also just like to comply tips. So I'm probably gonna buy me some of those and figure out which ones fit better.
There you go. Maybe you can get them off Amazon to St. Louis same day.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably could, but I'm probably not going to do that is what I'm saying.
So
ain't that important.
I only really have one other thing to mention before we wrap it up, and this will be somewhat shorter because A, you don't want to eat cold food, and
That's true.
B, I don't really have a lot more to talk about because we literally just recorded.
We did. Like, ain't a whole lot happening between then.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been 3 days since we recorded.
Who's winning the World Cup?
I don't know.
Is the World Cup over? I'm going to find out.
The only reason I know about the World Cup is because when I order on DoorDash, it says, "Congratulations, you've been entered again." And I'm like, oh, okay. I order DoorDash too much. On Sunday, I got a phone call. Well, I got a WhatsApp message. By the way, Sean says if you ever want to get a hold of him, don't WhatsApp message him because he deleted a lot of his WhatsApps. He's like, tell him to just call me on WhatsApp or FaceTime because that means you'll actually get a response. So I said that's good to know.
Good deal.
So
he's kind of like me in some ways. Like, if you really, really need to make sure that you speak to me about a thing, you should call me. Like, because if you send me a message and if I unlock my phone and don't see that message at the point that I dismiss the lock screen, like I might not never see it, or I'll see it 3 days later when I'm looking at notification. Like, oh, Mike sent me a WhatsApp message. What was that about? Oh, I was supposed to do a thing at the thing. Oh, well.
So he messaged me Sunday morning, and he's like, so I know it's last minute, but Steven has some personal stuff he's dealing with. Can you step in and co-host Double Tap with me? And my instant response was, you only reach out to me when you want something, and you never respond to us when we want something.
So when are you doing, like, is that this week or?
No, I already did it.
Oh, okay.
Like we recorded on Sunday. So you and I recorded Saturday. Him and I recorded Sunday, and what we recorded aired yesterday.
Okay.
So
does he need another fill-in for anything else? Because I personal stuff can sometimes be like, I can't do it today, and sometimes he'll be like, hey, I'm gone for a week, man.
There might be need for it in the future, so I'll tell him to keep you in mind as well.
Yeah. Tell him to ping me because I might have a little bit more flexibility, especially over the next couple of weeks than you're going to have. And I don't mind doing it.
Yep. So anyways, wanted to mention that.
We launched our show on Double Tap. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I know we did.
But we talked a lot about AI and vibe coding. And you know what? There was probably 54 minutes out of the 56-minute show about technology. So if you're interested in
whoa, it's a tech show, really, guys.
Yeah. and I'd love listeners' feedback on the transition because Sean was talking about something. I'm like, well, I'd love to hear what the listeners think about that. Here's how you can contact us. And it just kind of worked out well because I was using the my timer on my watch because, Steven being gone, they didn't have all the buttons and all the other things to work.
Yeah,
so it worked out well though.
Yeah, I gotta get a watch. I think I'm waiting to see what we do with what happens in September. And just in case nobody heard me the first time I said it, Mike said it. Maybe in September they're gonna do new AirPods. I don't think so. I feel like it's a little too soon. What would they put in them at this point?
Cameras.
I feel like that might be
2030.
Well, no, that's not what I was gonna say. I feel like that is one of those things that leaked out that they're testing, but they may or may not actually do it. For one, two, I feel this year might be too early to do that because I don't feel the battery tech is there yet. I do think that with these, I forget what they're called, but there's this new kind of battery technology that some phone makers are using. I think they're actually using it in the Clicks communicator. I'll tell you if I ever get it. But I don't think Apple is using those yet, and they may not be small enough to go in AirPods, but I think we need better batteries if we're going to expect people to have these in all day to use them for what honestly, I don't know what you're going to do with cameras. I know they're not meant to take pictures, but like really, what are you going to do from the side of my head like that?
You're going to wave your hands and it's going to trigger Siri, and Siri's going to know what you want.
Okay. So, First, I'm going to apologize to anybody who wants to be offended on behalf of the Italian people. But so you want me to be Italian and wave my hands around while I'm talking all the time, so I can be like, "Hey, yeah, I need 2 cases of Coke," and I do a wave, and it puts 2 cases of Coke in the lid. No, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that.
Nope.
Shout out to Italy. I'm going to take a trip over there soon.
One of these years.
Seriously, because I want to eat some of the food and I want to hang out at some of the places. Probably not Rome, though. Well, I don't have much. I mean, just work as usual, trying to stay cool.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated, people. That's my
Drink
advice.
water.
I think I may have been dehydrated. Honestly, drink more water. Like, drink water. If you think you're drinking, if you don't feel like you're drinking too much water, you're not drinking enough water. Drink more water. It's hot. And at least in the South, it is humid, so that makes you sweat. It's more the humidity than the heat. I can deal with the temperature. It's just the humidity. Shout out to Colorado. When I retire, that's where I'm going to move to, because they don't have any humidity, man. When I retire, I don't want to live anywhere with humidity. I'm going somewhere, man. Listen, I got to be somewhere where ain't no freaking mosquitoes at.
Yeah.
I am going to buy a Buc-ee's hat and send it to Mike. Actually, I'm going to send it to Mrs. Babcock, because she's a Beaver. Isn't one of your Oregon football team Beavers? Oh, no, she's a Ducks fan. Oh,
she's a Ducks fan.
I'm sorry. No. So that wasn't intentional. That wasn't me trying to take a jab at her. I just because I asked Tia, Buc-ee's has a hat? Like, what is the hat? She's like, oh, it's just a hat with a beaver on it. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
I think one of the Oregon teams is a beaver. I should send that to them.
Nope.
But as I was asking your reaction, I was like, wait, nope, she's Ducks. Totally Ducks. Yep. Okay.
Ducks
she's not
all
one
the
of
way.
them. She's not one of them people that's just a fan of their state teams in general. It's like, nope, no. It's all about the Ducks.
No,
okay,
it's all about the Ducks. It's all about the Ducks.
Well, I won't do that. Well, maybe
and the credit card
do
statement that's going to start coming now because of football season starting up again.
Football season, man. I'm going to be curious to hear what you guys end up doing this year. If you do the same thing or if you find a different thing. And I think, is Fubo gone now?
No, Fubo's still there.
It's still here?
I think it's owned by someone else now, but yeah, Fubo's still there.
Yeah. We'll have a chat about what you guys do for football, because I may want to start back watching football this year. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to spend a whole bunch of money to watch it, though.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about Sunday Ticket.
So are you a YouTube Premium subscriber? Because if you are a YouTube Premium subscriber, you can get a discount for NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. It's like $15 off. You're spending $300 for Sunday Ticket plus $95 or $85 a month.
Plus
$15 ain't nothing.
Plus $300 for a year for freaking YouTube Premium.
Yeah. That happens. Yeah. I'll keep you on the loop, because I think we're going to do a little bit of research, trying to make some connections to learn the best solution. And maybe we'll get a home run TV, whatever those things are, and just watch it all over the air.
Yeah. I mean, you don't need a home run for that. You just need an antenna.
Yeah.
The home run lets you do the recording thing. Yeah. You can use channels.
If we did over the air, we'd get a home run or something to record, because.
Yeah, well, you want your DVR stuff. Apparently, so I've been using channels for a while to pull in. What am I using channels for? Oh, because Tia's mother pays for actual cable. And so we use her cable subscription login to pull channels in, and then we can watch regular TV on the TV. Now, nobody actually does this.
Yeah, but they could if they wanted.
But you could if you wanted to, and But I've heard recently that there's supposed to be a situation out there that's better than channels. So I'm going to figure out what that is, because I don't remember. I'm actually going to ask Siri to find that episode of Mac Geek Gab where the guy just kind of offhandedly mentions a thing. And then I'm going to go check that out. But that could potentially also be something you could use just to have a TV guide. That's basically what channels does for people if you're not familiar. If you have a cable subscription or access to a cable subscription, you can sign in with that, and that will let you render that out on your Apple TV or your phone, your tablet, whatever. But it also acts as a DVR, so you can have a DVR stuff. You do need to have it running on a computer or a NAS of some sort in your home. Speaking of NASs, if anybody has any experience with the U-Green, I think that's what they're called, U-Green line of NASs, send us some feedback. Or if you're just completely over the moon with the latest Synologies. I'd like to hear about those too, because I'm gonna have to buy a NAS at some point. I can't keep up as things are going. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna work. And the way that you can send us that feedback and let us know what you're thinking about it is you can email us feedback@technicallyworking.show. As Mike said, he's on Mastodon, and he'll send his replies to you if you mention him at Payon, Payown, at dragonscave.space. I am Damashe, Damashe, at technically.social. And the bot is TW at technically.social. And I said some crap about the bot when we recorded last time, but I ain't had enough time because I didn't realize we were recording Tuesday. So I know I said a thing and I meant the thing that I said. Like the bot will be up and live before I go to St. Louis. But I was thinking we were going to record much later. And I forgot when Mike was leaving because I didn't save his itinerary to my calendar, which I should have done. So yeah, I'm trying to be a better person in the future is all I'm saying. Well, we appreciate you listening. Mike gave the hashtag technically working on Mastodon. Unfortunately, until the Fediverse actually Feddies, it's just going to work on Mastodon. We appreciate you capitalizing the T and the W. Shout out to our tip jar subscribers. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And for you that is really wondering, no, we did not get a $150 tip. So probably no live stream.
Probably not.
But I'm server set up anyway, just in case. Because I know a couple of people that would be that type of a person. They're like, oh, well, I sent you guys a $150 tip. Where's my live stream? But they'll do it Monday.
Yeah.
I wonder if Mike could think of one of the people I'm thinking of that might do such a thing just to make us do it. Anyhow, thank you everybody for listening. And we will catch you next week. And if you're in St. Louis or in the St. Louis area, whether you're there for ACB or you just live there, and you want to try to meet up, as Mike said, we will both probably be mostly free in the evenings, after 5 p.m. So, reach out. Oh, this has been Technically Working episode number
173, I think, if time is real.
No, time is just a construct of your mind.
That's another show, and have a great day.
Oh, is this a controversial statement? Should I